Hi and welcome to your Pilates by Lisa complete face Gua Sha routine. Today I'm using my Face by Lisa Gua Sha tool. It's 100% rose quartz, and we also have the facial rollers available. I'll put the link down below if you want to get your set as well. Now, the Gua Sha, it has so many benefits. It really helps to release any tension in the face, which in turn helps to relieve fine lines and wrinkles. If you think about an area that holds a lot of tension like the forehead, relaxing and releasing those muscles also helps to smooth out wrinkles as well. It assists with lymphatic drainage, and it also helps to relieve any adhesions and tension knots in the face as well. It promotes blood circulation, increases collagen, so it's a really beneficial routine. Now, when we're using our Gua Sha, make sure that you hold it flat down against the skin and scrape like this, rather than having it on its edge and scraping like that. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's as flat down as possible until we reach the end of the exercise, and that's when we give it a little wiggle. Okay, so make sure that you apply enough pressure so that you're really feeling it, and not so much that you're damaging or bruising the skin, okay? A rule of thumb for me is that it should feel good, okay? If it feels nice and relaxing and it feels good on the skin, then you're doing it right. After your routine, when you want to cleanse your tool, what I like to do is place a face washer at the bottom of my basin and just wash it with soap and water. I put that face washer down just in case I drop it, then you're not going to do any damage. Or you can alternatively use some alcohol spritz and just wipe it over. Now, without further ado, let's get started with our routine.
So as always, we'll add our oil to our face. I'm using my trusty jojoba oil. So just add a few pumps to your palm and warm up the oil in your palms by rubbing them together, and then gently pat the oil into your face. It's particularly important that we use the oil on our face for these exercises with the Gua Sha to allow the tool to glide smoothly over the skin. Now when you're ready, let's get started with the back of our neck. So add the oil to your neck, and we're going to start with the back of the neck to release tension. So using the notched edge of your Gua Sha tool, you're going to sandwich your spine at the base of your neck, gliding upward, keeping it nice and flat. You're going to glide it up towards your hairline with light to medium pressure, and then tilt it onto its edge, wiggle gently when you reach the bone at the base of the skull. So here we're targeting the upper trapezius, which relieves stored tension in the back of your neck and shoulders, and also the semispinalis capitis, the neck extensors. So here we're releasing tension in the neck and shoulders, which often contributes to facial tightness, and we're stimulating circulation to prepare for the rest of our face sculpting session. One last time, and then release. We're now coming to the side of the neck to smooth and relax that area. So start at your shoulder where it meets the base of your neck. Once again, you're using the notched edge of your tool. You're going to glide it up towards your ear, maintaining a light to medium pressure. Keep it as flat as you can once again as you glide it up, and then turn it onto its edge once you reach just behind the ear at the skull, gently wiggling to release tension. So here we're targeting the scalenes located on the side of the neck, and the trapezius. The upper fibers of this muscle support and move the neck and shoulders, so it does become tight from stress. So here we're improving lymphatic drainage, reducing puffiness in the lower face, and relieving tightness. Keep that tool nice and flat until you get up to the very top, and then wiggle. Once again, making sure you're doing what feels good for you. So let's do that on the other side. So once again, you're going to start at your shoulder where it meets the base of your neck, and using that notched edge of the tool. Gliding up towards the ear, keeping the tool nice and flat. You can place your other fingertips just below your collarbone for support. Gliding up and then turning the tool onto its edge where you're going to wiggle and release that tension. So once again, relieving tightness here that can lead to jaw tension and even headache, so it's a really beneficial area to make sure that we massage. Sometimes when we want to improve our face, we don't think about the muscles that are all interconnected. The neck, the back of the neck, under the jaw, all these muscles contribute to your facial firmness and youthfulness. Now moving on to the front of the neck. So you're going to place one hand on your collarbone to really anchor the skin, and with your other hand you're going to use the long edge of the tool to glide upward from the collarbone to up under the chin, just along that sternocleidomastoid muscle, wiggling just under the jaw and then beginning again, keeping the tool nice and flat, moving under the jaw and then wiggling. Good, so once again, we're targeting the side lateral part of the neck rather than the center. Wiggling. Great work. Targeting the sternocleidomastoid and the platysma. I'm going to do that now on the other side. So place the hand on the collarbone to anchor the skin, and with your other hand use that long edge of the tool to glide upward from the collarbone to up under the chin, once again avoiding the center of the throat. So as I mentioned, we're running it along that sternocleidomastoid, which is a long prominent muscle that can become tight from poor posture and stress. This promotes a smoother and more lifted neckline by relaxing tension and encouraging lymphatic flow. It also addresses tightness in the platysma that can pull the face downward. The platysma is a thin, flat muscle that spans the neck and jaw. It's often responsible for sagging skin in that area. So we're now targeting the very center of the neck, so we're going to be very gentle, use the notched edge of the tool, place the fingertips under the clavicle, and then run your tool just over the center of the throat, turn it onto its edge under the chin and give it a wiggle. Good, running it along the front of the throat, nice and flat, and then wiggling just under the chin. So once again, this is targeting that platysma, really helping to promote that smoother and lifted neckline, relaxing tension, lifting that area underneath the jaw that we all like to target. And now coming to the jawline. So use the notch edge of the tool, position it at the center of your chin along the jawline. You're going to glide the tool along that jawline towards your ear, keeping it flat against the skin, and then just wiggling gently at the ear, just at that bony protrusion just in front of your ear. Now this targets the masseter, which is a key muscle along the jawline that can become tight from clenching or grinding. Releasing jaw tension, which can contribute to headaches or a tight lower face. Keep the tool nice and flat, moving it up to just in front of the ear and giving it a nice wiggle. Now let's move on to the other side. So we're just going to make sure we use the notched edge of the tool, position it at the center of the chin, and we're going to run it along the jawline. Place your other fingertip just in the center of your chin to anchor your skin, and you're going to glide that tool along the jawline, give it a nice wiggle, just sandwiching that bony protrusion in front of the ear. So this really enhances your jawline definition, creating a more sculpted and lifted appearance. Make sure you're using the tension that feels good for you. A light to medium pressure is perfect. In traditional Chinese medicine, they can use a lot of pressure, so it's just about finding that balance between comfort and effectiveness. Now moving on to our cheeks. So place the long flat edge of the tool next to your nose. Glide outward towards the ear with a slight upward angle, pressing your fingertip into your nasolabial fold and then giving it a wiggle just where it meets the hairline. So this targets the zygomaticus major and minor, responsible for lifting the cheeks and creating a youthful contour. It also targets the buccinators, located in the mid-face. So this muscle helps to smooth out tension around the nose and the mouth. Once again, keep the tool nice and flat and make sure you're not using it on its edge. As flat as you can, and then we start to make sure we bring it onto the edge so we can give it a wiggle and release that tension just at the hairline. So let's do that on the other side. Place a long flat edge of the tool next to your nose. Place your other fingertip on the nasolabial fold to anchor and slide the tool along the cheek, bringing it up towards the hairline and giving it a wiggle at the top. So once again, focusing on those zygomaticus major and minor and the buccinator, reducing puffiness by stimulating lymphatic drainage in that mid-face. Try and just maintain a nice, even pace. And now we're moving on to underneath the eyes. So we're going to use the notch edge of the tool, we're using the largest notch. We're going to start at the inner corner of the eye, just under the lower lash line. Place your finger next to your nose for support and glide outward towards the temple with a feather-light pressure this time. Once you reach the hairline, give it a nice wiggle to massage. So nice and light as you can, just gliding the tool under that eye area. Focusing on the orbicularis oculi, the circular muscle around the eye that's responsible for eye movement and expression. It's one that we focus on a lot in our exercises. Let's move on to the other side. So using the largest notched edge of the tool, we're going to start at the inner corner of the eye, just under the lash line, and use the other index finger for support. Glide the tool out towards the hairline and then give it a nice wiggle just at the temple area. So this movement reduces puffiness and dark circles by improving lymphatic flow in this delicate area. It soothes tired eyes, leaving you feel nice and refreshed and awake. Remember to keep it nice and light in this area. Should feel nice to glide under the eyes, the cooled stone against your skin. So let's move on to our brows. We're going to use the notched edge of the tool and position it at the very start of the brow bone. Glide the tool outward along the brow, sandwiching the brow, following its natural curve. Turn up at the temple and then at the hairline, wiggling and massaging. So here we're focusing on the frontalis, the forehead muscle, responsible for lifting the brows and smoothing horizontal lines. Once again, we're nice and gentle around the eye area, just gliding along the contour of the eyebrow, turning it onto its side and wiggling. Let's do that on the other side. So once again, using the same notched edge of the tool, position it at the start of your brow bone. Glide the tool along the brow, following its curve. Turn upward at the temple, glide towards the hairline and give it a nice wiggle. So here the benefits of focusing on that frontalis are opening up the eye area, making your gaze appear more lifted and awake, and also relieving tension in the forehead that can cause frown lines. Really enjoy, this is my favorite part of this exercise, focusing on the forehead. Now, especially this next one. Here we're relieving tension with acupressure. So take the notched edge of your Gua Sha tool and place it just under the beginning of your brows, where the brow bone meets the bridge of the nose. Apply gentle pressure with the notches in this area and hold. So here we're focusing on acupressure point BL2, which is bladder 2. This point's once again located at the inner edge of the eyebrow, and it's traditionally used in Chinese medicine to relieve eye strain and tension around the forehead. So it relieves tension in that forehead and around the eyes, reducing headaches and eye fatigue. It enhances circulation and it encourages relaxation of the facial muscles, helping to soften frown lines. So now we're focusing on the forehead, smoothing and relaxing out that area. So start between your brows with the long edge of the tool. Glide upwards over your forehead towards the hairline. Keep the tool flat as you follow the curve of your head and wiggle at the hairline for a gentle massage. Here we're focusing on the frontalis, smoothing out those horizontal lines and encouraging relaxation in the forehead. Softening fine lines and wrinkles, promoting relaxation, relieving tension. So really is an all-in-one exercise. Well done. So now going to focus on either side of the forehead. So starting on one side, you're going to reach just above the eyebrow, glide the tool up towards the hairline, turn it on its side and give it a wiggle. We want to make sure that we cover the entire forehead area, so sectioning it out into 3 parts is the best way to do this. I like to place my fingertips just underneath my eyebrow, just to keep the skin nice and anchored as you glide the tool up towards the hairline. Just find the right pressure for you, giving a nice wiggle at the hairline to relax that forehead. Let's do that now on the other side. So remember to place your fingertips just underneath your brow to anchor. Use the long edge of the tool. Place it over the eyebrow and glide up towards the hairline, giving a nice wiggle at the top. So once again, we're smoothing out those horizontal lines of the forehead, relieving tension, relaxing the muscles, helping to eliminate those lines. Just gives the face an overall lift. And that brings us to the end of our Gua Sha routine. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you at the next workout.